Hello everybody, this is Gas Mask Guy, back with another Gas Mask Guy video. Today we'll be building a carcharadons, aka Space Sharks, combat patrol. If you don't know what combat patrol is, stay in there, I'll talk to you about it in the rules segment of this video. But let's not stick around too long here. We got a combat patrol to build, so sit back, relax, like, subscribe, grab some popcorn, and let's get into it. And now for the rules. For the first rule, we must have a single Warlord character. We must have at least one BATTLELINE unit for this challenge, one centerpiece or elite unit, so like Terminators, and must have the default loadout for every single character. For what I cannot do for this challenge, I cannot have any epic heroes, so any named characters, so I can't have Tiberius or anything. I can't have any aircraft. I can't have any heavy armor like Land Raider or stuff like that. And I can't have any epic scale fortifications. So if the fortification has, or terrain has, stats, I cannot have it. We're going bare bones. Now, in case you're wondering what a combat patrol is, very good question. A combat patrol is something that Games Workshop releases for most of the factions, so that new players can kind of get into it. Well, semi-new players. The best place to start is the starter set or the paint and tool sets with the miniatures. That way you know what you're dealing with, know what you like, how to paint, how to build. Those are usually push fit. If it's for a combat patrol, they are not push fit. You will need glue. And also paints, all the tools that combat patrols don't come up with. They're just a sprues in a box. You buy those once you know what faction you like. Do not buy those if you don't know what you like. Anyways, back to the challenge. Here we are in the Warhammer app. We go over to Battleforge, open up the Choose Faction menu. We're going to go down to the Space Marines. Since the Space Sharks are a Raven Guard successor chapter, we're going to go with them. Incursion because they're small. Remember, we can't use the detachment rules, but for this, we have to choose something. So we're just going to go with the default option. Name this Space Sharks. There we go. For our characters, for our Warlord, we are going to do a Captain in Terminator armor for 95 points. He is going to be our Warlord. For our BATTLELINE, we are going to do one Assault Intercessor squad. Remember, we cannot modify their loadout, so we're going to stick with it. I'm going to do one Razorback for 75 points. For the other data sheets, this is where a lot of our stuff is going to be. First, we are going to do a Terminator squad. Why am I not doing something else? Because we need that sweet, sweet, heavy elites, which we do need in our thing. So I'm going to go with a Terminator assault squad. Now, we are still under the limit. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to do one scout squad. Now, we're within the range. However, we're going to do the Invader ATV. We're going to be 5 points over our limit. However, who cares? This is awesome. And there it is. Our Space Shark Combat Patrol. Do remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Share with your friends. Let's get us up to 500 subscribers. That is our current goal. There's some glitter in my hair. And see you next time. Gas Mask out.